Hello there, Mr. Adams, coming to you from my studio here in beautiful downtown Chuliota in my kitchen. Just wanted to give some updates as far as what's happening here coming up in this week. They're starting our 5th week of the online learning, and it's been going pretty well. There's been some challenges, there's no doubt. Anytime you make a change like this, there are definitely challenges. One of those things that I have to adjust on my end is the issue of makeup work. I've been gracious. I've been taking makeup work all the way back and letting you submit the makeup work and things you haven't turned in. But it's taken a huge amount of time that I could be putting into other things, like making some good math videos and things like that I need to do. So I am not taking any late work. Starting this coming week, assignments due, for instance, and here's how it's going to work. All right, if it is an assignment, like a homework assignment, that is due. For instance, there's math homework assigned for Monday. That is due before midnight on Tuesday. Now, don't take that long to do it if you don't need it. I'm doing that because some can't take the pictures and send it until the parents come home from work, and if they leave early in the morning, if you can't get it done, I'm trying to work with that. So I'm giving you the extra day. Now that's gracious, because what happens in the regular school day, when you came to class and you didn't have your math homework, it was a 0. In the morning when you had math class, it was a 0. So you have until that night to get it done. Now, Google Classroom tells me when you send it in. It says submitted late if it comes in later than the due date. Starting on Monday, if it says submitted late, I'm not even looking at it. It's a 0. Not taking it. So let's be turning things in. Now, tests and quizzes. If it is a test or a quiz that you have to write the answers on another sheet, take a picture and send it in, then it's still due on the following day. So if it's like if the history test on Monday would qualify for that, if indeed it was one you had to take and write. However, this history test, you don't. You take it right there in Google Classroom. So it is due on Monday. Those quizzes that you take in Google Classroom, they're due on the day that they're assigned. Other quizzes and tests are due by the end of the next day. It gives you time, write it out, make sure it's neat, and go ahead, take the picture and send it in through Google Classroom. That's fine. So that's how makeup work is going to work. There is none. There is no makeup work anymore. Don't turn it in late, because I won't grade it. Right? This week's lesson plans have gone out. I sent those out, I believe yesterday or Friday. You should have those lesson plans. That is kind of your guideline, your Bible for the week. Okay. By the way, Bible classroom, the Bible assignments. Don't forget to do those. A few of you are forgetting to do those Bible assignments each week. It's important. Please get those done. Now, for the history test coming up that you see in that lesson plan, for that history test coming up, that one, again, you take on Google Classroom. That's fine. There is a discussion question. You need to be able to tell me, it's extra credit, but you need to be able to tell me the circumstances that started World War I, and also the date and circumstances for America's involvement. What caused America to be involved in that war and when? That's an extra credit question. It's a 25 question test, 4 points apiece. Use Quizlet. You can use the questions that you did for homework last week. All right. One of them is due on Monday, actually, tomorrow. You can use those questions to study, not just to study, but you can have those questions in front of you while you take that test. That's fine. All right. Mrs. Fleming and I both have designed our history test for that this week. All right. The quiz, science quiz, that also is taken on Google Classroom this time. So that's due on the day that it's assigned. The math test, however, that's due on Thursday, that one is one I am making up myself. I'm making it, it's not the Abeka test. I'm making it up, and it's going to be just percentages and the geometry, the area and perimeter formulas, the circumference, circles, those kind of things. I plan on also doing a circle review video that I'll get out tomorrow, all right? So, the homework for math this week, get it done as soon as you can, do it accurately, pay attention to it because it is definitely review for the test. Monday's assignment is just percents, and then Tuesday's assignment is area, perimeter, circumference, all right? So, also there are videos you can watch on the 3 kinds of percent, those kind of things you can watch also to review and be ready for this test. Right? I send back homework assignments on a regular basis, and I will, if I make comments on them, so check those homework assignments, particularly the math. A lot of times I will grade a math, I'll give you credit for turning it in, even if you miss half of them, you still get the 100, but then I go ahead and write in, here's what you missed, check this, here's what you did wrong. So those can help you. I spend a lot of time doing that, and if you're not looking at that, it doesn't do any good. I've wasted my time. So things have been going well so far. If you've got questions, ask. If you need help in math, ask me. But if you're not watching the Abeka videos and you're asking me for help, don't bother asking. I do check those. I see who's watching those videos. And I take that into consideration when people are saying, I don't understand, I don't get it. Watch the videos, all right? I would appreciate that. And you'll do a lot better on tests and quizzes and homework and understand it if you watch those, right? I know he's not Mr. Adams. I know that. There's only one, all right? But love y'all. Make sure you ask questions, all right? You can ask me questions. Best place to ask questions and request time if you need help, maybe for a phone call to help with math or something like that, do that through Schoolworks. That's also where you also check the grade book and everything to see if you're missing things. It's best through that, not through Google Classroom. Google Classroom is where you turn in work. That's where you turn in the assignments. This is what you go by for what is due. All right? All right. The lesson plans. All right. Very good. Take it easy. Bye-bye.